Play the next video. Yep, play that.
Heartbreaking videotape taken just before the church massacre that shocked the world. One by one, they arrive at Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina, preparing for a weekly Bible study class. You even see a little girl go inside. And this is chilling. You can see a black car pulling into a parking space. It's the killer, Dylan Roof, getting out of the car. He walks to the front door. He adjusts his sweatshirt. His gun is believed to be hidden underneath. CBS News correspondent Mark Strausman is covering the trial, where Dylan Roof's mother was so distraught at the testimony, she suffered a heart attack in court.
Good.
I saw the EMTs bringing a gurney into the courthouse to bring her out. She had apparently had a heart attack.
What the hell they bringing up? Nobody give a damn about his mama. Who gives a damn about his mama? This dude went and killed 9 black folks, and the damn white man talking about how his mama had a heart attack. To hell with her.
Whether you was such a blame us in the news. Whether you was toys flowers getting the blue. Whether you when they killed Shane Carter. Whether you when they slayed all the martyrs. ADL. With every mission. SBLC.
Last 2 shows been running numbers. Now I know why. Because a lot of our people are interested in what's going on in the country, and what's going on in the world.
It's a whole bunch of red devils steady talking shit. Acting like they love my people, but they really counterfeit. Take a look at their resume.
You take your prayers back to your church. That's the proper place to pray. So I'm sure that God will hear your prayer just as well down there as he will up here, but you're not going on this courthouse.
Paul.
They drop our bodies when they see us shining bright. So we strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Take flight and become illuminated on a hater set. Babylon on fire, burning hotter than...
We're going to go over it in depth in a minute. Is a policy that's being put in place, executive order that he signed being put in place, basically is going to stop the discrimination against Christians, all right, or the bias against those that are not Christian. You know, in America, it's a great melting pot with a lot of different religious backgrounds and beliefs and so on and so forth. And Donald Trump and his constituents are saying that the Christians have been getting the short end of the stick. Couldn't be further from the truth, but we're going to deal with it. All right? They're anti-Christian liars. We're going to show how they truly are anti-Christian. Let's go. We the real Christians, and they all got a problem with us. God has righteous anger when he see you slaughter his children. He got anger about that thing. Give me that Zechariah 2:5 real quick. You have touched the apple of God's eye.
Zechariah 2:5.
Come on.
For I, saith the Lord, will be unto her a wall of fire round about.
Read.
And will be the glory in the midst of her.
Read.
Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord.
Read.
For I have spread you abroad as the four winds.
I have spread you Israelites abroad as the four winds
of the heaven, saith the Lord.
But I scattered you because of your sin. Watch this.
Deliver thyself, O Zion.
And now he said, deliver yourself, O Zion.
That dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
That dwell with the daughter of Babylon. Who is the daughter of Babylon? Edom, the white man. Go ahead.
For thus saith the Lord of hosts.
Read.
After the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you.
Watch this.
For he that toucheth you.
He that touched you Israelites, you blacks, Hispanics, you Native American Indians, you children of the diaspora. Go ahead.
Toucheth the apple of his eye.
When you touch us, you touch the apple of God's eye. God just had to let his prophecies be fulfilled, but he ain't forgot about his sons. He ain't forgot about his daughters. He gonna redeem his children. And all the stuff you done and thought that God was on your side, go back to Psalms 50 and 16. The Bible gonna tell you.
Psalms 50 verse 16.
Come on.
But unto the wicked God saith.
Come on.
What hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
What hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Read.
Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth.
What are you gonna do to take my covenant in your mouth? How you gonna teach my word? How you gonna speak my words? Go ahead.
Seeing thou hatest instruction.
You don't do what my words say. My words say don't eat pork, but you just had damn sausages and bacon at the doggone national prayer breakfast. You nationally praying to God with pork on your breath. These men in here with shaved beards. You stole the land from Gad. You stole the land from Reuben. You stole the land from Issachar. You slaughtered Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Oppress them to this day. But yeah, you up there praying to me. You using my words. Go ahead.
Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee.
I ain't doing that. Oh, I ain't doing that. Nope, not doing that either. Go ahead.
When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him.
When you saw the popes, you consented with them. You saw Christopher Columbus, you consented with them. You saw Hernando de Soto, Hernan Cortez, you consented with them. You saw the Pilgrims, you saw the Danish, the Dutch, all of them. You consented with them. Go ahead.
And has been partaker with adulterers.
They would take our wives in the middle of the night and sleep with her knowing she was ours, and pass her around to her friends, to his friends, excuse me. To his constituents that come in town. At dinner, they'll be drinking, and they'll see your wife serving the table. She pretty, she light-skinned, long hair. They say, that's the one I want right there. And then they'll have one of your brothers, one of the house slaves, come to your room in the middle of the night. Master wants we want your wife. What you mean you want my wife? Well, some of his friends saw her at dinner, and they think she pretty, and just go on, do it, nigga. Don't say nothing about it. Do it. Now your wife got to go bathe, put perfume on, oil on, get her hair out, look attractive, and go up there with what they call a slip, meaning a dress with no drawers, no pants, none of that. And go up there and let that man have sex with her and rape her.
Whoa.
He do whatever he want to do with your wife. Then she got to come back to you after all that's over, and you got to try to console her. They destroyed the black woman's view of us.
Right.
So now when she see us, she don't see protection. But when she see that white man, she see protection. That's why when you get out of line, she call the police on your black ass. So, you don't want to do what I say? Let me call Massa. Massa? Yeah, you the one that been raping me all these years? Yeah, come get this nigga. He don't want to listen.
All right.
We seen it happen in the truth. Yeah, play that. I don't even know what that is. They better not get us shut down. Don't play that. Don't play it, because if we get shut down, I'm going to be on all y'all. Don't do it. Don't mess up the class, please.
They'll send a brother like Samuel Jackson in that Super Bowl in the halftime.
Yeah.
With that same
Uncle
hat.
Sam.
Yeah, with the same hat, talking about, hey man, master said, a Christian pastor said he wants your wife. Because he's a Christian.
Look, Samuel L. Jackson had all of us hating him from Django. Samuel was my guy. Then I seen Django. Couldn't stand that nigga for a while. I had to like, okay, you know what? Yeah, he came back in last night, didn't he? Damn, he played the coon too good. Go ahead.
Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit.
They lie. That's what it say. They lie. Go ahead.
Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother.
And they speak against us, the Israelites, they brothers. Go ahead.
Thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
And they slander us, call us thugs, niggas, say we not the Israelites, we not God's people. Go ahead.
These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
So God said, you think that, he said, these things have thou done, and I kept silence. Go ahead.
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself.
You thought I was like you. You thought I was like you. You thought I was a Edomite like you are. Go ahead.
But I will reprove
But
thee,
I'm going to correct you. Go ahead.
and set them in order before thine eyes.
Can we see some pictures of us getting set in order? I mean, please, somebody be with me. My goodness. Read that part again.
These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
Go ahead.
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself.
Y'all thought it that I was altogether such a one as thyself. Read.
But I will reprove
But
thee,
God said he going to reprove them. Read.
and set them in order before thine eyes.
We all in the Bible, brothers. We all in the Bible. That's talking about us.
Right.
We the ones that the Lord raising up and setting in order before their eyes to show that he been with us this whole time. Ain't no way you did all that to us and we back like this.
Right.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way all the billions and trillions of dollars that y'all done put together to destroy us, and now we back with a vengeance. Standing on our feet, the sons of the living God.
That's right.
Ain't no way. That's what the Bible is telling you. That's what the Bible is telling you. Go ahead.
Hey, give me Genesis 50 and 20 just to back you up, Cap.
Yep.
Let's go.
Hey, because listen, the Israelites, we rising up. We coming back. Come on, read.
The book of Genesis, chapter 50, verse 20.
Go ahead.
But as for you, ye thought evil against me.
See, so-called white man, you thought evil against the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You thought you were going to keep us down. But little did you know there's a Bible here. Read.
But God meant it unto good.
Everything we going through, even the things that Trump is doing now, God is meaning it for the 12 tribes of Israel's good. Read.
To bring to pass, as it is this day, to save much people alive.
That's the whole purpose of everything we went through, people. Is to save the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
All praise.
All praise. Hey, I'm going to run through these videos real quick. I got quite a few videos that I wanted to show, but let me just run through a few of them real quick. Give me that video, the next one I had. So they done all this, and they thought that God has been on their side because he hasn't come to our defense yet and on a mass scale. Then they assume that God is not for us. That's why he said, I don't believe your prayers get above your head. I don't think God hear you because look at all the evil we doing to you, and God ain't came yet. When he coming? So he ain't no God. I'm your God. So they show you that religion for the white man is all just to cover faces, right? Just to save face. Give me the next thing, brothers. Come on, y'all. Play it.
Yeah, civil rights experts for years have said that although it was the Supreme Court decision, Brown versus the Board of Education, that broke the legal back of segregation, it was the murder of Emmett Till in Mississippi and the deaths of the 4 little girls in the bombing at 16th Street Baptist Church that broke the moral back of segregation. I was on my way down the steps at my house on 1st Street, which is about 10 or 11 blocks from the church. And I remember this particular day, I jumped from the landing to the bottom step. And as soon as I hit the bottom step, we heard this loud explosion. Maybe 2, 3, 5 minutes later, calls started coming in, and we found out that it was a bomb at 16th Street Baptist Church. We didn't know at that time, you know, who was killed or if anybody was killed or hurt in the blast. It wasn't until a couple of hours later that the names were revealed. And I remember how hurt I felt, you know, having known them personally.
Right, he knew those, stop. He knew those little girls. He knew them personally. Now he got to see their bodies carried out. But wait a minute, I thought they loved God. I thought they loved the Lord. Why would they bomb a church? I thought it was a Christian nation. I thought the founding fathers founded this principle upon founded this country, this nation, on the backs of Christianity. But they bombing churches. Religion, like you said, religion. Play it.
More dastardly deed. 4 young girls went to church one morning and never came home. Cynthia Wesley was a real sweet girl. As a matter of fact, her father was the principal of Wickerson School up on the hill. She was family, little Cynthia. Carol Robinson knew her very well, very, very well. McNair, the little McNair girl. Her father was my instructor. He was a photographer. And when he had little photography assignments, he'd have to take me along. Sometimes he'd have his little daughter with him.
Look at that.
You know, little Denise. So
pause it. So we going to church, which is the epicenter of the black community at the time. We going to church so we can try to, you know, get close to the Lord. We've been through a lot. You know, we just trying to find our way in this country, right? Just to know that our little girls can be killed inside the church. What was the anti-Christian bias back then? Right. What was the anti-Christian bias during the time of Rome when Nero burned the city and blamed it on us? Right. What was the anti-Christian bias when our brother was saying about how they call him nigger to his face? When Christians called him nigger to his face. What was the anti-Christian bias during the time when the Edomite said that I don't think your prayers get above your head? What was that at? Nowhere to be found. So that's how you know this is against us. Because all these years, so-called Christians, black Christians, been struggling, been suffering. But was no anti-Christian bias then, though. Right. They some anti-Christian liars. They anti-Israelites. Go to the next video. Next video real quick. Yep.
I'm Amy Goodman. We're talking about the FBI launching an investigation into fires set at 7 different African-American churches in 7 days. So far, none of the blazes have been labeled as hate crimes, but investigators say at least 3 fires were caused by arson. The fires began on June 21st, days after the Charleston Massacre, June 17th, and have occurred in 6 different states in Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and Ohio. A black church in South Carolina was the latest to catch fire. The blaze.
Pause, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this 1960 or I mean, those cameras look pretty new. I mean, what year are we talking about? It said after the Charleston Massacre, right? What are we talking about right now? What's going on here? There weren't no hate crimes either. This in the last 10 years. This happened in the last 10 years. Black churches being bombed. Where was the anti-Christian bias?
Right.
Because they don't consider you black people Christian. They don't consider you people of God. You wasting your time in these churches. They hate you.
You're going to learn today.
Go to the next one. Go to the next video I had. Our people think this is a game. This ain't no game. These people not playing with us. Play that. Fast forward to when the older black lady's speaking. Go forward a little bit for me. Let me see it. Let me see. Keep going. Keep going. Right. Keep going. Right there. Play right there.
Churches in the Central District were a beacon of hope.
Where African Americans have met and strategized, discussed, prayed about some of the oppression that African Americans were experiencing.
Phyllis Belmonte is Mount Zion's archivist.
So many of these people have passed on.
She has also been a member of the congregation for over 60 years.
The black community that existed during the time that I grew up has now been scattered.
She said they've been scattered. They're going to tell you why they've been scattered. Oh, God. Oh, geez,
Good Zion. For 74 years, it has been in the CD. Bishop Gary Tyson has led the church for more than 16 years.
Watch this.
Since I've been here in Seattle over the last 10 years, there's been 12 African-American churches that have moved out of the Central District. They're literally forced out of the Central District. It's happening in every urban community in America. God is being gentrified.
Pause it. I want you to see, because where's the anti-Christian bias? We ain't even in the Christian church, and we see how they doing, our brothers and sisters in there. Y'all can't see this? I thought it was an anti-Christian bias they're trying to get rid of. They some anti-Christian liars. They anti-Christian. They don't believe the truth. They don't believe in God. 2 Thessalonians 2:5, man. They don't believe in God. They believe they God. And look, your God don't exist. We'll let you have your church because it continues the propaganda. It continues your people being destroyed and us being able to take advantage of you and exploit you. But we don't believe y'all have a God. Read that for me.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 5.
Come on.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you,
2 Thessalonians 2 and 5?
Yes, sir.
Okay, read again.
Remember,
start at 4, I'm sorry.
Verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
He opposeth and he opposeth and he exalted himself above all that is called God. Y'all should be thinking back to IT. Go ahead.
Or that is worship, so that he as God.
So he that as God
sitteth in the temple of God.
Sits in the temple of God.
Showing himself that he is God.
Showing himself that he is God.
The devil.
How does he show himself that he's God? If only IT was in the spirit with us. How does he show himself that he is God? Read it again. Just give him some time. I don't know. Maybe they're not studying.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 4.
Here we go.
Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God.
Above all that is called God. Read.
Or that is worshipped.
Or that is worshipped.
So that he as God.
So he as God.
Sitteth in the temple of God.
Sitting in the temple of God.
Showing himself that he is God.
I took that picture. Go back. I took this picture in one of those basilicas in Rome. That's all real gold, y'all. That's not spray paint. That's real gold that they stole from Africa. Look at that. Look how detailed that is. So he had to show himself that he's God so that you'll believe it. But he don't believe you got one. Well, the elites know you got one, and they're in opposition against him. So he has to show you that he's God to destroy your hope in God. And have to show you that he's the one that you should be worshiping. So when he come to gentrify your church, you'll cry about it, but you ain't going to do nothing. He'll bomb your church. You'll cry about it, but you ain't going to do nothing. He know you not because he God to you. Go to the next one. I'm going to play this last video that we got to go because we over time. Play the next video.
Heartbreaking videotape taken just before the church massacre that shocked the world. One by one, they arrive at Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina, preparing for a weekly Bible study class. You even see a little girl go inside. They couldn't know that just 30 minutes later, a rampage would erupt. They hug in the parking lot. They embrace at the door. One woman shows off a poster board to another parishioner. And this is chilling. You can see a black car pulling into a parking space. It's the killer, Dylan Roof, getting out of the car. He walks to the front door. He adjusts his sweatshirt. His gun is believed to be hidden underneath. CBS News correspondent Mark Strausman is covering the trial, where Dylan Roof's mother was so distraught at the testimony, she suffered a heart attack in court.
Good.
I saw the EMTs bringing a gurney into the courthouse to bring her out. She had apparently had a heart attack.
What the hell they bringing up? Nobody give a damn about his mama.
Right.
Who gives a damn about his mama? This dude went and killed 9 black folks, and the damn white man talking about how his mama had a heart attack. To hell with her.
The devil.
Play it.
Oh, well,
You pause. You see how they? You see this? You see how they disrespect black people and they disrespect your parents, your family, your brothers? I thought these was for Christians. I thought it was for Christians. I thought this whole agenda was for Christians. You see how they disrespect us? He done went and killed our family members. Now our family members got to hear about how his crusted, pasted, flat-butted grandmama or mama done died in the damn. We don't give a damn about her dying in the damn. She should have died when she was giving birth to him. We don't give a damn about her. But yet now, oh yeah, well, feel sorry for his mama. She had a heart attack when she heard the verdict. Play it.
She had apparently had a heart attack. Don't know how well she's doing, but like a lot of people, clearly had a strong emotional and, in her case, physical reaction.
This Snapchat video was also played in court, showing the parishioners inside the church. There's Roof, just sitting there waiting to open fire. And look at this, Roof leaving the church, the .45 caliber gun in his hand. He gets in his car and pulls away. For the families of the victims, reliving the nightmare in court has been an emotional experience.
When a couple of survivors testified, you could hear sobbing in the courtroom. Some people had to leave the courtroom. It was horrific for these families having to relive the last awful moments in the lives of their loved ones.
Pause it. But he found the need to put the white man's mama first. Talk about what she had to go through first before he got to what the victim's parents. And that's what we hear about. We hear because he killed them. We hear. Well, so where's the anti-Christian bias laws at that time? You understand? That show you it's all BS. It's against the Israelites. Give me that Psalms 44 and 14 real quick. We're gonna close it out. We gotta get up out of here. Hey, donate, brothers and sisters. Y'all see the QR code right here? Donate, brothers and sisters. Help us get to the four corners of the earth so we can get our peoples out of this mindset that they're in right now.
That's
right. Forgive these people for doing this evil to us. Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 44, verse 14.
Come on.
Let's go. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen.
Read.
A shaking of the head among the people.
Read.
My confusion is continually before me.
So we confused. We like, why they keep killing us? Why was he allowed to come into the church and do that to us? Go ahead.
And the shame of my face have covered me.
And now I'm ashamed. Now we are ashamed. We don't know why God would allow that to happen. Go ahead.
For the voice of him that reproacheth and blasphemeth by reason of the enemy and avenger.
You hear that? By reason of the enemy and avenger. We know they are enemies, but we look at them as our avengers. We want them to do us justice, but they the one killing us. Go ahead.
All this is come upon us, yet have we not forgotten thee, neither have we dealt falsely in thy covenant.
That's how we supposed to be. Go ahead.
Our heart is not turned back, neither have our steps declined from thy way.
Where is that when it said, for thy sake we are killed all the day long? Verse 22.
Yes, sir. Yea, for thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter.
That's what Dylan Roof saw. He saw sheep for the slaughter when he went in there. Look how we killed all the day long. Look how this happened to us and our ancestors. You can't forget about this. Well, how are we supposed to forget about this? And it ain't just Southern Kingdom. All on the right-hand side, you see Northern Kingdom getting it too. Getting lynched. Down at the bottom where they kicking that black man, and at the very top where they got the black man in their arms on the right-hand side, both of them on the right-hand side, That was at the Arkansas 9. They beat him up because he was just black walking in the neighborhood as the Arkansas 9 said, well, we can't get them because the National Guard protecting them, but we can beat this nigga up over here. That's what they did. Yeah. And smiling with it, happy that they did that to us. U.S. Army. Then you going to join the military and they doing this to you. Man, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Do not get me started. Look what they doing to our brothers, our babies. They were doing it to our babies. They didn't care about your baby. They didn't care about your child.
Look at the smile on it.
Look at the smile on their faces. They happy. Look, they burning us. That was in Omaha, Nebraska, right there in the middle. Go ahead, read it again.
Yea, for thy sakes are we killed all the day long.
For God's sake, we killed all the day long because he chose us. We his people. Read.
We are counted as sheep for the slaughter.
We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. They said, well, God gave you this, gave you to me to do this. Go ahead.
Awake, why sleepest thou, O Lord?
Awake, Lord. Awake against these people. Read.
Arise, cast us not off forever.
Don't cast us off forever. Come on.
Wherefore hidest thou thy face?
Read.
And forgettest our affliction and our oppression.
Lord, you see our afflictions. You see our oppression, Lord. Redeem us from the hands of our enemies. Help us escape the plantation, Lord. Go ahead.
For our soul is bowed down to the dust.
We bow down to the dust. We in the dirt and the squalor.
Our belly cleaveth unto the earth.
Our belly cleaveth unto the earth. Read.
Arise for our help.
Arise for our help, Lord.
And redeem us for thy mercy's sake.
And redeem us for thy mercy's sake. All praise to the Most High, brothers and sisters. So I hope y'all able to get something from that. So that anti-Christian bias, they some anti-Christian liars. They's against the Israelites, man. So make sure that y'all donate. Like we said, donate, donate, donate. Brothers and sisters, donate. Help us with this great mission. We got a lot of work to do.
Yes,
a lot of work to do.
sir.
And you already know the prophet's going to use the money for the right things to go do the work. All right?
That's right.
Pull up our credentials real quick so we can get up out of here. Make it quick.
If you enjoyed today's show of Escaping the Plantation 2.0, send donations to Israel United in Christ or via PayPal at iuic.raleigh.nc@israelunited.org. We seeking your assistance to enhance our national broadcast. Scan this QR code and answer 5 brief questions.
All praise to the Most High. So make sure y'all subscribe, like, share, subscribe. We've been sitting at 29,000 for a minute now. We need y'all going to get to 30. All right, that was our goal. Y'all messed up our goals. All right, so we need y'all to subscribe, share, like the comments, like the content, excuse me. Also, like we said, I keep messing it up. Donate. Hit that QR code right there. All right? So all praise to the Most High. With that being said, I'm your host, Captain Gedaliah. To my left,
Officer Michelle.
To my right,
Officer
to my far right,
Officer Menahem.
and to my far left,
Officer John.
And with that, that's another edition of Escaping the Plantation 2.0. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong.